Welcome to Mansfield, Ohio. Welcome to It's a Great Day for America. I am your host, Facebook and Twitter's Ryan W. Nemec. Guess what? It snowed. It's white out there. Do you have a lot to worry about? You know what? I'm going to let Elmer handle that one today in the Weather Center. Thank you, Ryan. Currently, the temperature is 30 degrees with white snow, and it actually feels like 30 degrees. Today, we are going to have some snow happening in the morning. We'll get to traffic in a second. Actually, we should do traffic now because my weather app is still not performing correctly. There we go. Today, cloudy with snow showers mainly in the morning, high around 35. Tonight, partly cloudy skies followed by periods of snow. Chance of snow 40%, of 26. And then for your Saturday, snow showers will change to rain as the day wears on, high around 40. And then on Sunday, it's going to be sunny with a high of 47. Currently, your road conditions. Route 30, Route 42, Route 13 are all clear. Please, as always, watch your ramps. They are kind of slick. Your back roads are covered. If they're covered, you're going to slide. That's all you need to know about that. Your main roads have been plowed and more than likely in good condition for traveling. And now, let's get over to birthdays with my good friend, Casey. Thank you, Elmer. Today, according to the Facebook calendar, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Lillian Piles Casting and Pat Mallory. And then on Sunday, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Dean Luthold. We hope you all have wonderful birthdays. Back to you in the studio. All right, thank you, Casey. Happy birthday to everyone coming up either today or over the weekend. And if we didn't mention you, you're not on my Facebook calendar. That's kind of how it works. You feel free to message me or post it on the It's a Great Day for America page, and it'll be up to you to tag the appropriate people. One moment, please. People go, how come you drink so much during the show? And I'm going to have to back that up with, why do you drink so much water and or Diet Pepsi during the show? That's because up to this point, up till I start the show, I've said maybe 3 sentences all morning. So the fact that I could, do my voice, let alone Elmer and or Casey, is kind of amazing. So Casey usually wreaks a toll on me. So here we go with the water. Anyhow, let's get to the happy stuff. We're going to do some promotion for Mansfield in today's entertainment. There it goes. All right, as I have been squawking all week, it is your first Friday shop hop. Did we get any more details? No, I'm sorry. I went looking, I couldn't find anything. So we're going to continue with the big trinity of terrific happening downtown. And that's going to be at the City News, otherwise known as Susie's Smoke Room, Lush, with my close personal friends Ronnie Hughes, Larry Pennypacker, and the human metronome himself, John Alfrey. Gonna be rocking the place for a while, starting at 7 o'clock. Chase Bier is going to open up for them. If you don't quite know who Chase is, shame on you. He's the former lead singer of Encore / Black Hole Gypsy, and now he is appearing apparently as a solo act for this little shindig. Also, Tim Bier, otherwise known as Scott Bonnet, the lead singer of the AC/DC tribute band Bon Scotch, will be performing with Lush for a couple of songs. Be sure to stop on in, say hello, and enjoy yourselves. If that's not your thing, guess what? Jeff Bell is going to be performing on the Loft inside Main Street Books. Excuse me. See, this is why I need the water. Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about Jeff Bell. He's going to be carrying a guitar and doing some awesome music, because I hear his name every place. So, you get a lot of gigs, you must be pretty good, right? Right. And speaking of getting a lot of gigs, the Jimmy Warner Band. Yep, they're doing the acoustic thing over at the Phoenix Brewing Company. Be sure to stop on over there, enjoy yourself one of Mansfield's finest microbrews. And guess what? If you're in Phoenix, you could order Two Cousins Pizza and they will bring it to you. Yep. Don't have to go traipsing out in the snow and the slush and whatever else is going to be out there. Another drink of water. Thank you. Yeah, also, hey, if you're at the City News or Main Street Books, guess what? Two Cousins is right across the street. You just wait for an intermission from the music, go marching across the street, say, hey, I want to get a slice or two of pizza, or you could order ahead and then come over and pick it up. I'm sure Andy, Sarah, and LaToya will appreciate the patronage. Okay, then, guess what? I have a little bit more for you. Oh, yeah. Saturday, at the Back Room, Mansfield's, we'll say it, favorite country artist, Jessica Hannon. She'll be down there doing her thing. So, stop on by. It's an indoor event. You can just hang out, chill out, stay warm, wait for Sunday's 47 degrees where we're probably going to be sunbathing. It's going to be a good time. So stop on out there on Laver Road. Tell her we said hey. So, we got that out of the way. If you're looking for the local stuff, that's the end of the local stuff. So, before we get into the big news of the day, we're working backwards. That's why I'm not a journalist or in the news, because we should have led with yesterday's events. But I want to hit upon athletes and getting out of their contracts. Why? How do you sign 2, 3, 4, 5, 7-year contracts, and then after the first year, you're like, you know what? I'm canceling the contract, and then all the fans that were behind you are all like,
"Saith what?"
Yeah, so it's like, you sign the contract, and you're all like,
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Then after the next, 1 year goes by, and you're like, I'm gonna kill the contract and test free agency, and I'll be back, but I'm just gonna be back with $10 million more. And then guess what? Because the owners ain't paying for it, and it's all us schmucks that pay for the ticket prices and the $25 for a thimble of beer and greed. Y'all should be like politicians. Hey, guess what? Speaking of politicians, holy crap! What happened? Mitt Romney comes out of nowhere and starts blasting Trump. He's like, I'm not endorsing anybody, but man, that Trump, he's a schmuck, isn't he? And then Marco Rubio, he apparently watches John Oliver, because he brought up the hands. He's got, the short fingers and whatnot. And just to prove John Oliver was right and wasn't making stuff up about how Trump keeps sending the, I forget which magazine it was, but the editor still to this day gets a picture from Trump, of Trump, that shows his hands, and his hands are circled with a gold Sharpie saying, see, not so small. And Trump bit on it, man, like a fish to a worm on a hook, man. He just, my hands they're not so small. Check this out, and you know what they say, but it's equivalent to the man's manhood and whatnot. I'll tell you what, you could call my hands short and stubby and whatnot, but the big thing that you got to worry about, and the only thing that really matters, is that they're functional. All right. You're not going to see me taking pictures of my hands going, look, hey, ladies, wink, wink, nudge. No, man, what the? So, you know what? I'm feeling it. Yeah, it's time. I have had enough of every single candidate going on and on and on. Hillary, convicted or not, is a crook. She's a criminal. She is the Bill Belichick of politics. Okay? He really hasn't been convicted of nothing, but you still get the label because a lot of shady crap keeps coming around you. Bernie Sanders is a socialist. Isn't that what people were griping about Obama? That he was a socialist. So that should automatically negate him. And now you got Kasich, who's afraid to speak up in anything. I mean, he gets like one blurb. You know, he's quote-unquote the grown-up of last night's debates. And then you got Cruz and Rubio acting like the cool kids on the playground, you know? And they're like teaming up and they're picking on the other guy. And speaking of playgrounds, let's face it, Trump is the bully. And he's got words. I know words. I know plenty of words. And it's great. And winning. And he sounds kind of like an older version of Charlie Sheen, doesn't it? Winning. I'm winning. Tiger blood. I'm winning. And and if the Russian president or whatever their leader is called now, I want to say it was president, but anyhow, it's not the point. This isn't a social studies class. If he comes up and President Trump is sitting there going, "You have small hands," and Trump's going to freak out for the next hour and a half talking about how his fingers are not short rather than trying to figure out how to disarm nuclear weapons that we have pointed at each other. That's not necessarily what we want in there either. So what's that leave us? Nothing. Guess what? Romney's sitting there going, the best thing to do is keep everyone in there so Trump can't get all the delegates he needs to actually win the thing. And then, and this is what I've told you earlier in the week, he's going to come in with this super PAC, go, guess what? I'm running again. And everyone's going to go, oh, thank God. And he's avoided all the mudslinging. And the Republicans are going to pick him again. And the dude couldn't beat Obama. Okay, you might as well bring John McCain back out here. And, just get Reagan, bring him up. We'll do a weekend at Bernie's thing. We'll just make him wave, get a silly smirk on his face, put some glasses on him. It'll be great. Tell him he's gone Hollywood. And people will probably vote for him. Because why? They're voting for Hillary. Why wouldn't they vote for Bernie Trump there? Because not Donald Bernie Trump, Ronald Bernie Reagan. That's what I meant to say there. Why? Someone tell me why you're voting for Hillary Clinton. Seriously, if you want someone I'm dead set against, Hillary Clinton. What an underhanded, self-serving, egomaniacal little twerp. Twerp, we'll say. So. What's the answer? Is the answer Gary Johnson? I don't know. Guess what? I lied. Here's some Mansfield news. Madison, you have gone under a 2-hour delay. Congratulations. You enjoy this for a second while I try to compose myself for a second, because it's just about to sound like animal in here. Seriously, I'm like 3 seconds away from turning into animal from the Muppet Show going, not right, not right. No, Hillary, no. Yes, it's a Roddy Piper's theme song, but man, it kind of helps me stay a little bit focused. But Gary Johnson, is Gary Johnson the answer? Because now he's putting out videos going, guess what? I'm running for the Libertarian Party. And that's pretty cool, right? It's all all about the, oh, man. Here, turn this off. It's all about the personal responsibility, and you get to do what you want to do, and less government. And that's all fine and good. Doesn't that sound like a great kumbaya world? But guess what? A libertarian president with a Republican and Democratic House and Senate, nothing's gonna happen ever. It's going to be the tug of war of tug of wars. So unless you are willing to vote straight party line libertarian, which, if anyone knows me, I hate voting party lines. Do some research and find out who these people are. Right now, I'm just focused on president, of which... That's the rest of the world. They're like, one of these people are going to be leading America? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's so awesome. So, who do you want? Here's what's going to happen. Romney's plan's going to happen, and more people are going to vote for Cruz and Rubio just to keep the delegates away from Trump. No one's going to have the delegates by the time to come to Cleveland. And by the way, thank you for making this whole debacle come down in Cleveland. But only in Cleveland would they let something like this transpire, and they're like using the back page of the rule book. Fan-freaking-tastic. So anyhow, I'd love to hear your comments. Herman, I pretty much blasted everyone today, man. I want to kind of curious what you're saying here. So with that, I'm going to do my unusual thing here and remind you to like, comment, and share. Especially comment on the show. Come on down, say hi. Remember to check us out at Facebook. On Facebook at facebook.com/GreatDayUSA. Also, we're on Twitter, and you can find us at GreatDay4USA. So with that, this is Facebook and Twitter's, the exhausted Facebook and Twitter's Ryan W. Nemec, reminding you as always to keep banging your drum.